Hello and welcome to InfoFeed. In the heart of a city already reeling from the loss of its supreme leader, a targeted strike has reportedly eliminated the man holding the fragments of the Iranian state together, plunging the Islamic Republic into its deepest leadership crisis in 40 years. On Tuesday, March 17, 2026, the skyline of Tehran was once again lit by the orange glow of precision munitions. By morning, Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz made a staggering announcement. Ali Larijani, the Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council and the man many considered Iran's de facto wartime leader, has been eliminated. The strike didn't just target Larijani. The IDF confirmed that Gholamreza Soleimani, the commander of the Basij paramilitary force responsible for internal security, was also killed in a separate targeted operation. While Iranian state media has yet to officially confirm the deaths, posting only a handwritten note from Larijani's office written before the strikes, the silence from Tehran's usual mouthpieces is deafening. To grasp the gravity of this collision, we must look past the smoke. This is not a mere exchange of fire. It is the unraveling of a sovereign state's nervous system. We are witnessing the physical erasure of an entire command structure. On February 28, 2026, a massive US-Israeli strike killed Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, along with most of the IRGC high command. In the vacuum that followed, Ali Larijani, a veteran politician, former parliament speaker, and philosopher, stepped out of shadows. He wasn't just a bureaucrat, he was the glue. He managed the nuclear files, coordinated with Russia, and led the brutal crackdown on internal protesters in January 2026 that saw thousands killed. He was the man Trump had to go through to get a deal, and the man Israel had to go through to win the war. Tehran also breaks the silence. As of this hour, the silence from Tehran has finally broken. In a somber broadcast via Al-Alam, the Iranian government has officially confirmed the martyrdom of Ali Larijani and Gholamreza Soleimani. The state news agency IRNA describes the loss as a cowardly act of Zionist aggression and has declared 3 days of national mourning. However, the confirmation has triggered immediate chaos. Reports are flooding in of a total security breakdown in northern Tehran as the remaining IRGC units struggle to maintain order without a clear chain of command. The Interim Council has reportedly retreated to an undisclosed bunker, leaving the capital streets to be patrolled by confused, leaderless militias. The ongoing reality is one of total uncertainty. Israel views Larijani as the mastermind of the current war effort, believing that by removing him, they have shattered the axis of resistance, central coordination, an intent made clear when Defense Minister Katz bluntly stated that Larijani had joined Khamenei in the depths of hell. Meanwhile, the Iranian resistance within the country's experiences a mix of terror and anticipation. With both the Supreme Leader and the National Security Chief gone, the Interim Council led by President Masoud Pezeshkian is essentially a shell, and reports are already flooding in of fresh protests in Mashhad and Shiraz as the international security apparatus begins to fray. The impact? Sovereignty and survival. The death of Larijani doesn't just change the war, it changed the map of the Middle East. Without Larijani's pragmatism and IRGC connections, there is no one left to bridge the gap between the hardliners and the remaining government, leaving Iran facing a potential civil war or a complete military takeover. Simultaneously, the Trump factor looms large as the president has already used the news to double down on his maximum pressure campaign, claiming his unverified intelligence has been proven right by the strikes. On the stage of global security, countries like Russia and China have lost their primary contact in Tehran, a removal that leaves them without a partner and may force them to intervene more directly to prevent a total collapse of the state. Where does this lead? The Islamic Republic is now facing a zero-hour succession crisis. With Mojtaba Khamenei in hiding and the military brass decimated, there is no clear path for survival. This raises the spectre of total war or total collapse. If Iran cannot find a leader to sue for peace, the conflict will likely decentralize into independent IRGC ghost cells, making the region even more unpredictable. Amidst this, the humanitarian toll is devastating, with the ICRC reporting that families are gathering for funerals instead of festivities, as the death toll in Tehran from the latest strikes is estimated at over 175. When you remove the only person to pick up the phone and negotiate, do you actually win the war? Or do you just ensure it never ends? What do you think? Is the death of Larijani the final nail in the coffin for the Iranian regime, or will it trigger a martyrdom response that the West isn't prepared for? Facts inform, stories transform.